Hey guys, Soundjape ASMR here. Gonna do another messing with the microphone and talk at you for a few minutes. I want to say thank you right off the bat to every one of you who have been leaving all these incredibly very kind comments and supportive things about my videos, about things that I've been doing with other people in the community. Your support means a lot to me. It really has. You hear a lot of ASMR content creators say this, and I totally can see what they mean. It changes your life when people really support you on something that you create for them. It's a wonderful thing. I just want to say thanks. I really do appreciate every one of you for taking the time. And I understand you probably don't watch everything and every minute. You know, we all get that. Just whatever time you take, I really appreciate it. So I just want you to know that. I'm going to do another little bit of soft-spoken, almost whispery stuff with a little bit of microphone accompaniment, I guess, playing with the microphone here. I might have a return of a favorite, so to speak. I've had a few people ask me about a certain item that I used in a few videos back. Ask me to bring it back, so I'm going to bring it back for just a bit here in a minute. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're ready to relax. I hope you're ready for some tingles. And to let your worries go. If you're lying in bed right now, trying to shake off whatever happened today, whether it's excitement keeping you up or anxiety and stress keeping you up, just take a deep breath and let's just hang out for a few minutes. And hopefully you'll be asleep within not too long of me talking at you. So I kind of wanted to talk about something specific tonight, and I'll be honest with you, I've actually started this video over a couple of times because I don't feel like I'm quite getting to the point the way I want to. So we're going to try again. I've talked to a lot of you over this last few months about pretty personal things. I've had some pretty personal conversations with quite a few of you now, and I'm humbled and honored, first of all, to have been able to hear your stories and to have you open up and talk to me. I appreciate that. I'm just some guy on the internet, you know, but you feel like you can open up and trust me, and luckily you can. So I'm glad we've become friends, and I'm glad you're listening to me and letting me open up to you as well. The theme that a lot of you have talked to me about quite often has been anxiety and depression. And I wanted to talk a little bit about resilience in the face of all of that, because every time I open up my Facebook, I see these really challenging things that all of you are going through, and I have some myself too. And yet I'm inspired by how strong all of you are, and that you just keep going and you keep making these positive videos and you keep wanting to help other people. And it's the ASMR community that has honestly made me realize, as I've said to a few of you, that whenever I'm really not doing well, when I'm unhappy, I know that the first thing I need to do is go do something good for somebody else. If I do that, it can change a whole day. Just one pretty small gesture can make a really big difference in your own day, let alone the very surprised person who is the recipient of your kindness. So, thank you for inspiring me to try to do things for other people. Because it genuinely was the ASMR community that really taught me that at least I personally, I need to do that. Or that it's a good way for me to manage feeling down or frustrated. So, return of an old friend, in a sense. A number of you really liked this particular item, so I'm bringing him back. Him, her, it. You can probably guess. It is the $2 bill. Who would ever think a $2 bill would make a sound like that? But it sure sounds nice. At least I think so. That is one crisp $2 bill. I'm so glad that you guys liked that. Put him down for now. Do a little tapping on a cardboard box. So, on the topic of resilience, strength, I'm curious how a lot of you handle things when they get really tough. What are what are the things that you actually do? What do you physically or mentally do to get yourself, to pull yourself through situations that are really hard for you? I'd really, really like to hear, and I'd love to have a good discussion about that in the comments. I feel like things like that are probably not talked about often enough. One of the things that I have personally learned to do when I'm really getting overwhelmed is remember that I've already been through much worse, most likely. And I've learned to remind myself that I can create my own energy. I can decide that I have a reserve energy tank. And I literally just picture it as a little ball of fire inside of myself. And maybe that sounds goofy or whatever to you guys or to someone, but I literally take a minute, I take a deep breath, and I imagine a little ball of flame basically inside my chest. And I just sort of fan the flames. I fuel it. I tell myself the doubts that creep in my head are wrong, and that this fire is growing, and I do still have some energy left, and I have enough to get through, and I will make it to the next gas station. That's all I gotta do. I don't have to take on the whole trip on all the gas I've got left in the tank. The little bit that's left, I don't have to take the whole trip. I've just got to get to the next station. And so I just grow. I just imagine it growing inside myself, and I just kind of psych myself up that way. Alright, so everybody who's anxious right now, everybody who's dealing with anxiety specifically, just do me a favor and take a deep breath right now with me. Just take 3 deep breaths with me. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. really will. All you need to do is get to that next gas station right now. And when you've refueled, had some rest, you'll be strong again. You know, you'll be refreshed and maybe not 100%. That's fine, right? It's okay. That's how you learn. The only thing that's truly gonna make you fail is when you genuinely give up. Having to get back up after falling down is okay, right? And I think all of us have to be reminded of that sometimes. I know I do. So I'm gonna have to splice an ending. My recorder didn't catch the last part of when I ended this, so this last bit is actually being done in editing. I want to thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more for you. Take care.